Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back into this class. On the last week we discussed about the tables. How to create a table, what is module, what is application. We created our own table as well. That is U underscore table we created. We see with module, we see without module, we see with extend, we see without extend as well. Okay. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. And today we will continue with the same topic. Okay. And we will see that if I create my own table, what are the other options available on that particular table now. Okay. So I'll go and I'll open my instance. Okay. And I will create one table in my instance now. And now I go to the tables. System tables here. It's a tables. And I'll create a new table here. Okay. I'll put a name as a batch 6. Batch 6 LNG. Okay, I'm not extending this table as of now. Let's keep it a normal table. I want to add a module. Yes, menu name is batch 6. Okay. Now, if you go here, you can see these options. Controls and application access. Okay. Control basically says that how you want to make a access of this particular table. So in this, we have mainly two things to be discussed, or I can say 3 things to be discussed. Number 1 is extensible. If I make it as a true, it means I can use this table to extend in my another table. It means this table will be available in this area if I make it as a true. Okay, that is the first option. Now it is totally depend on the architect that how he want to proceed on this case. Generally, the custom defined user defined tables, we're starting with the U underscore. We never extensible it. We never it because the thing is that more you extend, more complications will be created on the field level. So better we always prefer to use the core table to extend it. Otherwise, don't do it. Okay, so this option is available here. Live feed, I have never idea that how it's work actually. Okay. Now this thing auto number. Let me show you one more thing here. Incident.do. Okay. क्या हो गया भाई? Not sure मेरा नेट स्लो है या आज सिस्टम भी स्लो चल रहा है मेरा या अपग्रेड चल रहे होंगे. Okay. Now it's opening. Okay. So auto update is this thing. This is called the auto number. If you see this option here, auto number. Okay. Now you as a developer, if you want to make a change, you can change it in this complete area. You can define these 3 words. You can define this counting as well. So again, when I say boss, this is auto generated, it doesn't mean that पीछे से भगवान जी ने कोई पर्ची लगा रखी है. No, we have configured something in the background. I go here and I check box this. And now you can see prefix. It pick up the first three letters of the table name. Prefix INC. Why? Because it is an incident table. This thing is a prefix. Then number, that how you started. I want to start from the 1000. And how long the digit should be. It should be 7-digit number. So now you can see here this one. I start from the 1000. Okay, 1001, 1002, and it should be 7-digit. So it is up to you. By default, ServiceNow recommend 1007. You may start from the 1 as well, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will work for us. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let me save this. I am saving this now. It means one of my module, one of my application is ready with the name called the batch6_lng, and the table name is u_batch6_lng. Let it be saved now. Okay. So once it has been saved, I am able to open this. Let me see. Can I open this? u_batch6_lng. Now you should have a practice to open the table directly from the address bar. If you know the table name .do, it will open the new record. See, if I put _list. And now you will see what will open. It will open the list view. Okay, so this table has been saved. Now, if you notice one thing, when I open this here, let me click on the new. Did I create this field? Yes or no?
No.
No. But what we did, we go to the access control and we make it as a auto number enable. And ServiceNow understand, okay, it's auto number enable. Let me create one column for you called the number. See, it's created a lot of things here because what I can say, the default column will be created like this only because I have a lot of what I can say plugins activated. Okay, but nothing to be worried at our side. Let's consider that this has been created by ServiceNow because I did not extend my table from any other table. That is the first point. Now I go to the application, go to the control. Who can do the ACL work on this table? When I say the ACL means I want to put a specific role. I want to put a specific access for a specific table. We have a topic called ACL in the coming days. So this particular thing says a user who has this role. Now the question comes, Atul, ये role कहाँ से आया है? It is again ServiceNow functionality. Whenever you create a table, ServiceNow create a role as well for this table. It means if I give you this role, you can easily manipulate my table as well, even though you are not admin. See, ACL require if anyone other than admin needs to work with this one. Now suppose Ronald has an account in my instance. I remove Ronald's admin access, but I give Ronald this role. In this case, Ronald can go and update my table as well. It means if a user who has this role can do the manipulation on the data structure level as well. That is the thing here. So every time ServiceNow create a default role as well. Okay. Then creating a default security rule grant the full access to the table to anyone with this role. It means the same thing. If I give this role to anyone, I am giving the full access. When I say the full means read, write and delete, all rights will be available with that person. He or she can manipulate, he or she can delete, he or she can update my table, my records as well. Okay, so be careful whenever you're creating any table. Don't give this access to anyone. Specifically, I'm saying specifically. Okay, Now come to this point, application access. This is the thing basically which help you to make your table more famous. Okay, अब जैसे भाई I am giving you knowledge, I am giving you training, and one of you also started his own batch that is called the application access. Like if I go here and show you accessible from, कि ये this table is accessible from, यहाँ पे दो options है, all application scope or this application scope. Means if you want to use this application in the other scopes as well, yes, you can use. Or no. If any other application which is the global scoping only can use this part. It means suppose if I change my scoping, sorry, not here in the application. If I change my scoping from ITSM or from global to CAB Workbench, you want this table should be available for the use there? Yes. In that case, mention all application scope. If no, then mention only global part. Means जहां पर ये बनी है वहीं पर होगा. जैसे suppose I am in India. Okay, when I say this application scope means I will provide only training to my Indian guys or the people from the India only. That is the application scope only because I belong to India. But if I do it like this, no boss, I am happy to provide my services to any country as well. It means all application scope can access me. US, UK, Canada, Europe, Asia, anywhere you want, I can provide my services. So this is the accessible from basically. Can read means if you are using this table in any other scoping part, they can read. Yes, they can only read. They cannot create anything on the top of that. They cannot update this table. They cannot delete this table. And they cannot allow and they cannot do any kind of configuration in this kind of a role and all the things will be there. I will provide you the training in UK, but I will only provide the training to the specific person. You cannot use my name to publicize your institute in the US or the UK. This is the things I'm mentioning here. Okay, so being a consultant, this is not important for us, much important. But yes, being a developer, you should know that what should do. So generally, we did not change these patterns. I know that this table I'm creating and it should be read only. किसी में भी कहीं पे भी आप यूज करोगे only I can read this, not update, not deleted part. Okay, ये जो decision है, all these 3 decisions or these 4 decisions is very crucial. Okay, it's very crucial. When there is a marriage in my home, I have a lot of guests invited, and anyone can enter in any of the room, can open any of the wardrobe, right? Because they are the application scopes now. But I say no. I invite everyone at my home, but they can only see my house. They are not allowed to. Nobody is allowed to enter in this particular room or can open this particular wardrobe. That is jewelry, that is cash, that is some other belongings as well. So that is the thing I'm defining here. But as a best practice, never ever modify this thing unless it is very business need and you think that you are going to be use this table in multiple applications in the future. Okay, clear till this point? Any doubt, any question? Anyone?
No, Atul.
Ankit, Surya, Kunal?
No, Atul.
Okay. Now the thing is that my table is ready. Okay, let's do one thing. My table is ready, and I go to the column. Okay, and let's put a table as well. Table reference. Okay, what is our field name is number, right? Let me search that number first. Oh my god. Okay, it's speaking of a lot of numbers here. This is autonomous.
Hello, Atul. Is that?
They're not able to hear.
Thank you.
Okay, on that day, whose instance I was using? Any
It's minor.
idea?
Regarding the tables, right? Hello. Hello.
Okay. Uh, whose instance I was using that day?
Yeah, it's minor.
Okay. Is it active or still in the hibernate mode?
It's active.
Okay. Not sure that if. Okay. Give me the instance number, dev.
64381.
64381. Right. Okay. And where is the password? So that I can easily show you that how you can create your own forms as well. नहीं यार सूरज.
Username is admin.
Oh, sorry. Username and admin, right. Okay. So now what I will do, I will create one table quickly here, and we will design the form now. And I'll create a table called the training batch 6. This one I'll create one menu called training. Okay. I'm not extending it to anyone. Okay, and click on the saved. And I copy this and go here. क्या था आपका ये वाला?
Hmm. 64381.
6 4, right? Sometimes this systems are. Okay, let me go here. Yep, 6 4. Okay. Slash this dot do. Okay. In this table, I don't have any auto number, correct? Which we done in our table. And that is the reason it is not showing me any field here. Now what we'll do, we'll go here first, go to control, click on the auto number. Okay, one thing remember, only one auto number work on one table. Suppose in a table you have 5 modules. It doesn't mean that you can create a 5 auto numbers. No, your table is one only. So it means that only on a single table you can create only one auto number. Let me do like this. Okay, let's save this and now reload this. So this is becoming. Now we will create our own columns as well. So these are the columns which are given by ServiceNow by default. And this is what we created just now. Okay, not we created basically. This is also created by system, but we use that in our table. Now I create new column here. Type. Type indicates that what type of field you want. Reference, text box, string, what you want. So let me put double asterisk and you can see here that these are the types available. These are the limited only. If you want to see complete, go and click on this magnify glass. And you can see total 52 types of things are available in the ServiceNow. As a developer, as a consultant, I have a practice now, so I'll put as a string here. This one. Column label name, I say first name. Label and name has a two different things. Remember, column name, it will come automatically, I guess. U underscore should come. See this one. Max length, how much length you want to put? I want to put 40 characters. Leave it. I'm not touching this point as of now. Let's save this. Go and reload my page. 2 fields are there. Now I'll go again here. Go back. And I'll create. Where is my table? Now I create 2 or more columns. Then I'll go to the form level. Suppose I want to create a date and time I want. Date of birth. Maximum I want 40. Okay, I'm just saving it. Let me submit this. I'll create one more column. Okay, so we're done with the normal, we're done with the date and time. Now we'll create a reference. Reference. What I want reference as a first name. Max length 40. Now I go to the reference specification. You are saying that this column should be reference to the other table. Okay, which table you want to refer? You can put the reference here. I want to refer with the sys underscore user table. So you can see here. I want to refer this one. Means when any user click on this field, he will get this kind of icon. this magnify glass. Now I click on the submit. These are the samples. You can create n number of entries as per your requirement. Now I go here and reload my page. OK, so this thing number, first name, date of birth, father name, I see because I put a reference here. Now tell me, is this form is look good or bad? Or very good or very bad?
We can little bit format it. That means it's okay, but we can format it.
Okay. If you present this form to your customer, what feedback we will be getting? Please don't come to me with this tool again, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now the work start for the formatting part. There are two options to do the formatting on this form level. One is called the form layout and one is called the form design. We men are not good in the designing. That is my understanding, my thought. हमें जैसा दिखता है बढ़िया काम चलना चाहिए. That's fine. Okay. So by considering this thing, ServiceNow build something for us as well. Let me show you these two options. Click here, configure, and these two are there. Form design, form layout. Both will do the same work. But the only thing which is will matter here is the user experience. First, I will go to the form layout. When I say the form layout, it will open the things in the slush bucket format like this. These are the slush bucket 1 and 2. Right? 1 and 2 is there, right? Now on the form, you can see multiple things. On this particular form, you can see multiple things. See, these are the important from a consulting perspective because customers say, can I reordering these things? Yes. Now you can reorder this thing like this. If you want to put any line in between, you can do split. Yeah. If you want to create any new field, okay, I'll create it here. What do you want to? Birthplace. You want to put a reference? Yes, I want to put a reference. Which table? I want to put a table for the location because birthplace is location only, right? So these things you can do from the table as well, and you can do from the CMN underscore location. Is my location table. Okay, done. By kar do add. Okay, what else you want to add? Age. What do you want to age? I want to age as a integer. Okay, put add and split. Okay, this is the one thing. Let me put save. This is the first way to do the form layout changes. Being a consultant, it can be asked in the interview from you as well. Now you can see. अतुल कुछ तो अच्छा लग रहा है अभी भी, but ये दोनों कचरा लग रहे हैं अभी भी. Okay, now I'll do the same thing with the form design. Form design is another kind of a application, other kind of a functionality of a Now platform, and it will work like this. हाँ, ये अच्छा लग रहा है अतुल. Number one, I want these two in the 2 columns. Go and click on the 2 columns. Do the drag and drop. Want more column? दूसरे वाला column तो नहीं आएंगे. If you want another section like this, you can get it like this. Okay, let me rename this section. Personal. Private. If you want to create, you can create the new column here as well, but I'll not do this part. I'll just click a save and show you something on the form level now. Go and reload. अब देखो. These things called the sections 1 and 2. Now the question comes, Atul, you show the section in this form, but not on the form layout. Go configure form layout. And here are the sections available. You want to create a new? Let me create a new as well. Double click. What do you want to put? Income details. OK. What field you want to put on the income detail? See, when I click on the income detail, this section has been gone. I want my birthplace. I want the attachment. I want the first name. I want the number as well. Once again. Same, no problem. It is totally up to you how you want to do these things. Now you can see here. Clear? Any doubt, any question till this point? Ronald, Ankit, Surya, Kunal.
No.
Clear hai ya not clear?
Yeah. Atul, in this section again, why it is asking this categories like file name, content type, and all.
This one, right? Because this is you are using the attachment field, and attachment has a default these fields available on the top.
Okay. So like we can move this attachment field in the upside or downside as our wish, right?
You can anywhere you want to do. Just reload this page again. Maybe it will show you the here as well. Let me show. That is totally in your hands where you want to move. Yep. So now you can move it. You want to move it here? You can move it here as well. OK. Totally up to you where you want to do, what you want to do, anything you can do it on the form level.
Yeah.
OK. So now what we learned specifically in this area is that how I can create a table. OK. Then how I can create a field here, different type of field, integers, normal, string type, reference are there, numbers are there, date type is there. Now what I'll do, we'll create one more field here. Let's go in the table and create a choice list. Because that is little important to be understand or to do a kind of a practical here. Okay, and now I'll go and put the type as a choice. Choice. Okay. And that. Max length or 16. Now you are putting a choice. You have to create the choice list as well. Correct. Ronald, putting you on the mute.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No problem. Okay. Now, when you say it's a choice, it means you have to give some options to the user. Like on the laptop, when you want to buy a laptop or a mobile phone, you have a choice. 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 256 GB. That is a choice have been given, right? So now I'll go and click on the save here. And if you scroll down, you will get an option to add the choice value. If you go here and you just reload this page. See, no choice is there, right? Now I will populate this field with the values. I'll go here. Sorry, here. And when you are adding any field in a table, you are working in the dictionary. See, you're working in the dictionary. There's a concept called the dictionary override. This is also in our agenda. We will discuss There's a one concept called the dictionary override, which means I am overriding some existing value. I will discuss it later on. Now come to first point on this choice specific list. How you want to show the choice? Drop down with none, without none, or suggestion. Let me put with none. We saw it's showing with none. Now I'll show without none. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Save हुआ क्या नहीं ये? Did we save this or not? Oops. Without none, why it's not becoming? What happened? Drop down without none must specify default. Achha, we need to be specify some default value. Let's see now what happened. See, without none, by default, it will take hello as a word here. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and move option to the suggestion and remove this for default as well. Let's see what happened. See, it converted from the choice to the suggestion box like this. My name. It will save it now. My name will go into the gender. Okay, so this is called the suggestion. Specifically, don't put the suggestions when you know the exact value of the drop down. Only put the suggestion in case of the departments thing. Okay, which department you belong, so that it will get a new value in the system. Now, if I click on the save here, let's see what happened. And try to reload this page. Anything happen in the choices or not? No, it's not impacting anything on my side. Now I'll create a actual choices. I'll go here, put with none and click on the choice. And here I will put the choice for my thing. Click on the new. Now, if you see, okay, let me save this first because we changed this drop down with the none. And now I'll go here and click on the new. Okay. Language. ServiceNow has a functionality to use the different languages as well. But these languages are dependent on the language plugins. Okay, we need to be install the different plugins for the different languages. Then you can use the language in your particular instance. So like I was supporting to a customer on the German side. They need they need everything in the German language. So we activate that plugin and then it was available. Now label and value has a two different important concepts. Let's see, in the label I put M, in the value I put male. Which one will appear in this drop down? Male, M or male? What do you think? Which one will appear here? M or male?
The label will appear there.
M.
Are you sure?
M.
Not the value. Okay, let's see. Save this and go here. Reload this page. Correct. Then what is the purpose of the value here? Why this value word is given here? क्या कहते हो रोनाल्ड?
Is it to maybe, I mean, in more advanced tables, maybe it could relate to a value that could be of significant importance while analyzing data.
नहीं यार नहीं.
Right?
Very simple words में बताओ, बहुत heavy words ले गए यार तुम. Why this value is required when I have a label on the place? Kunal,
कुछ कोई बैकएंड एक्टिविटी करने के लिए.
what backend?
DB sync कुछ समथिंग.
What DB sync?
मतलब अगर सर्विस नाउ के डेटाबेस पे कोई वैल्यू जाएगी तो लेबल नहीं जाएगा ना, वैल्यू जाएगी ना.
क्यों लेबल क्यों नहीं जाएगा? फील्ड है, I can put the field as well.
Anything related to societies?
नहीं, put something more thought. Remember one line. User experience is required here. Kunal, what do you say?
It's a label only.
No, but why value is there?
Where? This value.
Yes. What is the purpose of keeping value field as well?
So whenever this label we can use it, this value will be show on the table. Means whenever we see the data of this table.
No, that's fine. But my question is that, Kunal, why this value field has been given here? I can show the label as a mail as well. It is available on the form.
So you can keep it like means as it is the option you wanted, you can make it with means like customization. The same thing we are doing here.
Why should I keep duplicate values? You already have a.
We can create the option.
Okay, we can create an option.
Like, suppose the male, others are just females. Some other option else we give that as per that like requirement.
Okay, Surya. Why this value field is there?
No idea.
Okay, I'll tell you. This is again which I learned from my experience. Maybe it's 100% correct. Maybe it's not 100% correct. Okay, Ronald, introduce yourself. Number one. Ronald, intro. Number two. What is the difference between these two lines?
Short forms.
Correct. If I put intro, then also Ronald understand that Ronald को introduction देना है. And when I put Ronald, please introduce yourself. In the same manner, it give for the same thing. So sometime what happened that few of the values which I don't want to show to the customer. Actual value I don't want to show to the customer. Like I know label is male, but maybe I can put male more than 65. I cannot show this value to the customer. Or maybe like this, we have this thing now in English, there's a term called first, second. Either you write this first or either you write this first. Both has same meaning. But it is tough to store this value. Sometimes it become integer or this thing. It is easy to store that part. So to show the value to the customer and to store the value in the background can be different. Male and male. How many times you write this word in your sentences completely? We never write. We always use this word. But still people understand? Yes, I'm talking about the email. Right? So again, this is again I learned from experience. From the user experience perspective, you give the correct or the good understanding. All I say your email, and in the background I'll just put mail. I know it's a user email only, like this. So to store these things, we are using the value here. So on the customer side, it will appear like this, but in the background, it will be like this. And this value has been used for matching the things in the database. I want to see the user who has a selection of the mail. This value has been picked up, not the label has been picked up. Generally, what practice I see, label and value both are the same. To avoid any conflict, a good developer always keep these two values as the same, so that he can check with the label or he can check with the value. But the recommendation says always check your conditions on the basis of your value only, not on the label. Label is just for the user interface for this purpose. Okay, now I'll click on save here. Okay, now did you notice one thing? I am on the table called the batch 6, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But in the address bar, the table is showing something different. Correct?
Yeah, it's a choice table.
Right? It's showing sys underscore choice. But I am talking about the table underscore training underscore batch 6. It means this choice is actually a reference for me. And these values are getting stored in sys underscore choice table. If you want to open, select. Okay, now I'll give one more homework. You need to find out what is the difference between this list, if I put it here, or this list. These two had a separate meaning, capital and small. What is the difference here? Let me open this. And here you can see all the choices. Where on the which table? We have a gender, right? And we have a table called the batch 6. क्या था अपने टेबल का नाम? बैच अंडरस्कोर 6 है ना? हाँ ये रहा, underscore 6. So on this table I have only one element. इसका वैल्यू ये है, इसका लेबल ही है. इनएक्टिव नहीं है ये, एक्टिव है भी ये. When you see, don't be confused. It is showing inactive. It means it is available on the form. If I click inactive true, it will not available on the form. So by this way, you can see that how many choices has been defined on a single table. This table will not available for the reporting. In the reporting section, if you go and search for the table, this table will not appear. Not sure why. It will not appear in the drop-down list. You can try at your end if you want. Okay. So this is our concept on the table side, that how a table has been defined, what is the purpose of a table, what are the role, access controls, field you can create, choices you can create. Now the homework time. I'll give you the homework as well. Okay. What you have to do, you have to create one table. Okay, I'll give you one homework. You know that I'm running a training program, correct? You need to build a application for me. I'm giving you homework as a consultant now. Think, and then we will discuss in coming days. You have to create a application or a module for me where I can keep track of my all students. What about students? Attributes that you have to think. You are enough mature in the system. You know that what things Atul need to be captured for a student record. Create a table. Try to, if you want, you can extend that from the task table. If you don't want, up to you. Think on this requirement now. I want that once this batch is going to be closed, you should able to show me, Atul, these are the application or the modules available for you to track your training program on the day-to-day basis. Another requirement I have in that area, I should able to track everyone attendance. I don't want to be follow this thing. Yahan jao, absent mark karo. Na. I want this thing to be in the service now. I want to track your fees detail. Total fees received on the date, pending, done. Email should go out to you guys. Your fees is due now. These things. So these are small project which I'm giving to you. Start thinking from that perspective. And don't start working on the tool immediately. Think, put the things on the pen and paper. Understand, and then let me know, Atul, these are the things which we are going to be put into the system. Are you happy with the same? So here I will work as a product owner and you guys will work as a business analyst, as a developer, as an architect as well, as a tester as well. Everything you will do in the coming days. This is the one homework which you have to continue. Think now. Second homework, create minimum 3 to 4 tables. Put the different extent on that part. Extend from the task, extend from the incident, try to extend from the incident table if possible. Okay. Location table, user table, try to extend different tables and see how these are behaving at your end. For that, you can use your personal instance or you can use my instance as well. That's not an issue for me. Okay. Any other doubt, question, clarification required here? Correct, Ankit. Customize task attendance of students. Yes. In the later on, I'll show you that I want a catalog item as well. When we discuss that topic, I'll show you that part. You have to create that catalog item for me on that front. Okay. Any other doubt, question till this point? Anyone?
No.
Kunal, Ronald, Surya, Ankit. Okay. Now let me stop the recording and then we'll discuss one more point.